Alright, give me one moment, everybody. Gonna wait for everybody just to pop in real quick. Okay. Alright, so we got some more stuff set up. We're kind of trying to get the more professional looking stream over here. Currently, we do have tornado warnings already issued. We have one just south of Nashville. Um, this is for some rotation that was found earlier inside the storm system. Has gone a little more broad, but still some circulation still there. Could definitely recycle again. We got some other ones over here down in our just entering parts of Arkansas. Um, this one's a little more broad too. We're gonna be trying to use some different types of um, like ways of just broadcasting this. Looks better. Then I think we just had the third one expire. Yeah, the third one expired. I think it was the third one was a part of the storm that just expired. So that is no longer a threat. So we're down to two. Okay, seems right. We also have some isolated storms that are inside of Kentucky right now. This one actually looks like it could be forming a bit of a hook right now. Um, could be something to watch for later. We'll actually stay on the scan. We'll see if this looks a little more concerning on this scan. But yeah, so we have a 3 out of 5 risk. I'm gonna start to use the light in the back to kind of show the warning risk for today. Green would be a 1 out of 5 or marginal. You would have the yellow for the 2 out of 5. The enhanced risk would be a 3 out of 5. Moderate risk is 4 out of 5, which is actually tomorrow. And then if a high risk is ever given again, it would be a 5 out of 5 risk, and it would be located as pink. So yeah, hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing? But yeah, definitely gonna have to stay um weather aware with some of these storms coming up. I'm gonna try and be able to broadcast as much as I can through these traffic cams and radar our mega cams that are shown on the bottom of the screen right now. Um, hoping that you guys can see that and kind of see I'm trying to make the stream look a little more professional for y'all. Hopefully it'll draw in a little bit more of an audience as well. We'll see. Um, yeah, we'll first start with the weather risk for today. So, um, let's shift it over. Need to fix that. That needs to get fixed. Why it's like that? Not mess with it at all. That okay. So from the National Weather Service themselves, it does say for today that mainly we do have a. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong day. That's the wrong day. Hold up. Let me get the right day on. That's for the 5th. I'll show you that later. Okay, there we go. That looks a lot better. Okay, so what we can see is that we do have our really long showers. We can see that there is an enhanced risk. Along this, there is a 10% chance of tornadoes. We're actually gonna. I'm a mess right now. I just got off work. We're a mess. Okay. Okay, this looks a lot better. So I think this is why it was so close. But you can see through pivotal weather, there is a enhanced risk for today. You can see that that does cover parts of Arkansas, parts of Tennessee, parts of Mississippi, some parts and isolated parts of Oklahoma, Texas, and Louisiana. Inside of that risk, we also have a chance of tornadoes. Very, very slim risk, but this does come with a big risk of 10% of tornadoes that is hatched. That will mean that there's a possibility of EF2s even located inside of that storm. And the hail risk is a little bit bigger. That is really what gets us to the bigger enhanced risk that is available and seen. But we see that 30% chance of hail hatch risk for up to 3 inches of hail. That is also able to be done. And then moving into the wind risk, very isolated as well for the 30%. Also not hatched though, so kind of just having to look at that. Not as hatched. This storm though, developing still. The world. But yeah. Um, there's a new scan coming in. Yeah, this is definition of a supercell of what I'm watching right now. And I think we'll be live Friday. I'm not so sure about Saturday yet. The enhanced risk for Saturday, I'm not sure. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Um, definitely today. Obviously, I'm already here. We got the risk for tomorrow. Get this adjusted. We got the moderate risk for tomorrow, which I'm about to show y'all. And then Saturday, we have an enhanced risk, which I'm not sure I'm going to go live for that. And then Sunday, I'm not sure if I'm going to go live for that one either. Just busy and all that. So, we'll see though. Um, New scan. Still seeing pretty broad rotation, but still rotating. Let's check this from the high reflective. Yeah, it's not that great. Oh yeah. Um, this week, I think we've had probably the most enhanced risk or higher in a row that I've ever seen. And the fact that we've had, oh dang, but the fact that we've had such a crazy outlook of storms in this storm system is absolutely wild. Um, Yesterday was definitely lived up to what it was meant to be. I know a lot of people were not excited about it, and were like, "Come on, man, why would they do that?" But it definitely lived it up. I think there was a total in the 24 hours of the storms going through Oklahoma to the storms going all the way to Ohio and Pennsylvania and parts of Tennessee. There was 300 tornado warnings that were issued in that 24-hour span. And relating to that, um, there was also 25 tornadoes of those. So I think that's funny because if you do the math, I think that's just about 20ish%. Let's actually do the math here. I don't want to be wrong. So if we had 300 tornado warnings and 25 of them were tornadic, it was a 12% chance that you were going to get a tornado inside of your tornado warning last night, which is absurd to talk about and even think of. I think this storm will get tornadic at some point. Right now, it's not. We're down to one tornado warning now, in 7 uh, thunderstorm warnings. I need to figure out a way of how like the big guys, how they get their all those um like their auto tornado warnings and thunderstorm warnings. For this part, I want to figure out how to do that. I know they're using like big old programs. I also gotta figure out what website that they use to get like the cams, because um for the cams I'm having to use it like Weather Omega. So like you can see like you can see it. I just put them on the right side of my monitor and I put like three captures where they are, so that it will notice where they are. So it's annoying, but one day, someone will tell me. Maybe if I get big enough, one day they'll tell me all their secrets. Yeah, unless you know, Mark. If you know how they do it or what website they use, I would appreciate that. I know stormchaser.com, that is one, but I know that a lot of people on there, you have to get their permission to use their things, and that would be very hard to get right now. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get there someday, but it's just gonna take a minute, you know. Everything takes time. Let me just message someone to make sure that I can get them. Let me get let me get some of my mods in here. Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be a bad thing just to credit them. It's just that I want to figure out how to do it first, and kind of get big before I actually have to worry about it. All right, just message them to see if they want to get in here. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. To just get people to notice I am someone who's here to stay, and I'm not gonna leave just because of me being um. I don't want to be like someone small where people are like, "Yo, this kid is not that great at weather," but I also want to be to a point of I'm here and I'm gonna say information that is true. So I gotta improve, I think, just on personal callouts and improve on making videos, because I mean, the past few, I've been very busy. I've been probably the most busy I've ever been. I haven't been able to get a lot of videos out recently. It's like stuff like that where I'm just struggling to get stuff out. But, I think I can. Why is my YouTube yelling at me to change my stuff? Um, that's interesting. I have never seen it tell me that before. It's told me my audio bitrate is lower than it should be. I've never seen that before. Anyways, I'm sure it's fine. Um, by the way, goal for subs today. We are hoping to get 130 subscribers. So that is our goal. And hopefully we will meet our goal as we have in the past. because I think we've hit every single goal that we have wanted since we started. This the one we're looking at? Oh, this is the storm heading towards the Y'all House. Y'all House is over here, and the storm's heading towards the Y'all House. That would be interesting if we get a tornado heading towards the Y'all Squad house. I'm gonna actually put their camera there. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'll get. I'm gonna make a new scene real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make a new scene so I can. So I can get this made. This is gonna be a. This is gonna be one for. This for a. Full screen mode. I need to go like full screen. We'll do that. That looks good. Yeah, it does look pretty high based. I was gonna say that because you can tell. Um, let's look at this. Look at this. It doesn't even look that tall, actually. Now that I see it, it really doesn't even look tall. It actually looks like it's underperforming on where it should be. Well, this is actually behind too. This is all the way from 10 minutes ago. The scan of the Echo Tops. It's a little far to really get a good call on it. But yeah, new scan though. If this thing isn't, this thing is able to form at all, because there's definitely such thing as a high base tornado. We've had high base tornadoes before. I'm not saying we will get it, but I do think that we have a chance. And we did just lose our severe thunderstorm. I mean, our tornado warning, so we're down to 0, 0 and 7. I feel like this happens every single time I stream. Every single time I stream, every single warning just disappears. But yeah, Mark, do you like the idea of me putting uh the orange on the light behind to show it's an enhanced risk today? Do you like that or no? I need someone else to tell me. Cause I mean, like, whoa. Okay, that was weird for me. I was gonna say, why is it looked like a storm was going west for a minute? Let's say, what in the world is going on? Oh yeah, but by the way, for day 3, they did say it's gonna be a 10%. The day 3 enhanced risk will be a 10%, and maybe even in moderate on day 2, just like today. We might get a moderate, which I think is very possible. I mean, it's also Kentucky. Kentucky's been, especially in this part of Kentucky, you definitely see high base tornadoes as well. But even if we do, it's just not getting rotation in. Very broad, but you can see all of this inflow. So it has all the inflow it needs up here, but it just won't get it. Ooh, I just realized something. Let me get this pulled back up. Yeah, I am very impressed already with how um that wedge tornado was. I know they haven't got the official thing of what it was yet, but I do think it will be very, very strong. Um, I would make a prediction, but I'm not going to. I'm definitely not going to. So we had one in Butler County, or Butler actually, yesterday in Missouri. That would be an EFU. Um, we went through an uh, very localized area with not much structures. So that will be an EFU. Another one in Vernon County, Moundville, EF1. Another one in Arkansas, also EF1. And one in Illinois is an EF1. And Bollinger is an EF2. Um, Also in Arkansas, an EF2 again. Uh, I don't think we. I don't think they released Wedge Tornado yet, but it was in Arkansas. I'm pretty sure that tornado was in Arkansas. Let's see if we have any reports. Um, let's see. Damage reports. That is not right. Wrong one. Okay, I found it. I found it. So let's start in Oklahoma. No, go to yesterday. That is not the right thing either. What in the world? Oh wait, that might be it. Okay. Oh, wait. Never mind. I was say they put. Oh, wasn't EF3 the wedge? I thought it'd be higher. I thought like at least EF4, just the way um it looked. I went on the wrong date. I saw one, and it was like Kentucky, and there was like 8 ones, and it showed an EF4, and I was like, what the heck? Like, why is there an EF4 in Kentucky? But that was the one from 2021. Here, okay. Dang, this is like, dang. This was yesterday. Oh, dang. They actually said, yeah, they said it was EF3 right now. But if I were to show this, I can't show it. But let me read it for you. A tornado with multiple vortices swirling about its base was first spotted in Jonesboro, quickly moving towards Arkansas-Missouri state line. Accompanying tornado, the destructive tornado were bursts of light, likely to be transformers exploding it due to the intense winds, which were estimated to be about 200 miles per hour. Now, is that true? I don't know. That could just be something made up. Um, I'm sure they're gonna have to look at that again. But that's crazy. If it was 200 miles per hour, which I doubt it was, um, that'd be absolutely incredible to hear. Well, not incredible. It would not be incredible, but it would be interesting to hear. But it gets hard to hear that. Oh, nah, it's just radar contamination, per usual. I think we could have I think we are having a tornado possible, or at least the beginning of a tornado right now. We do see rotation still. Um, that's interesting though. I think I think this is going to be the beginning stage of a tornado here. That might be the beginning of a tornado. And this is a very discreet storm as well. And I think this is pretty settled inside of that 10%. No, it's actually not. It's not in the 10. New tornado watch. Tornadic cells might be possible near or ahead of the front. Makes sense. I'm expecting it to get a little more busy in a few minutes. No, not Brad. Gonna get taken down for that one. And that one. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. We'll get rid of this one. You gotta be so careful with those ones. It's so hard to actually find spacers or just cameras that are in good places that are not gonna get you taken down. Okay. This storm has a pretty good hail core in it. This is a line of storms too. So this line of storms is producing very large hail right now. It only has a 0.75. I think we did expect it to get going around sunset though. Like I was just chilling yesterday and then I wasn't able to stream, but I was kind of watching it to make sure that nothing crazy was gonna happen. And there was a absolute uptick. I think they had like 25 tornado warnings at one time at a point. So absolutely crazy stuff. But I was inflow in this storm. Got a bunch going that way, bunch going that way. Probably about 60 miles per hour. Did you see that 80-mile-per-hour destructive storm yesterday though? Were you able to see that? And all these ones. Not seeing really any prefrontals or even just new firing storms in general. I know in anywhere in these areas, especially up back up here, that's all gonna be really late tonight when the storms get going. I think our next tornado warning could go down here if the storm can get organized. This is in Holly Springs. I think it would be around here that would get the next tornado warning. Still a lot of places. Still a lot of places that have not been hit yet. Let's go up. They just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning. Can't see it from the yaw cam. Yeah, this is not gonna produce. Wait. Yeah, still very broad. I do not think this will produce. Um, but if it could get organized, once they get it over this mountain area, because all these mountains over here, once it gets about this area, I think we could get some rotation going, just because of it getting away from those mountains and trying to be more isolated at that point of leaving. Check these. Okay. So still calming down. Definitely gonna be calming down a little bit. Okay, this storm has been increasing its rotation now. This is heading towards Yoder, just south of Stuttgart. But the rotation is absolutely incredible. Bunch of inflow going to be feeding this rotation, and maybe got some rotation down here too. So 2 areas of rotation in the storm right now. Let's check this from the reflective. More rotation on the south side, but the north side is also rotating. I think this would be our next tornado warning that would be issued. And but yeah, did you see the California tornado? I think they rolled it EF1, 70 mph winds, 80 mph winds. My bad. I was thinking someday we could try the either dual screen mode, where we get the one side reflectivity, one side velocity, or even doing a quad stream where we would have reflective velocity, storm velocity down here, and then correlation coefficient. And right as we get to talking about that, um, that spin that was starting rotation, it seems to broaden a little bit. Still a little bit on the south side. North side still has some. I was actually watching someone stream when that storm hit in California. Um, I was looking at it too, and I was like, do I really want to stream for this, or do I not? Because if I was only going to stream for that storm, since I did not want to. I didn't want to stream on that day because that was the same day of the Oklahoma storm. Yeah, the Oklahoma storms. I didn't want to stream that day because I had a feeling that we might lose power. We did not. Um, we had some storms near, and we just got tornado warning. Okay. Yeah, but we had some storms near, and I was kind of complicating. I'm not gonna speak. We're just gonna go straight into this. I'm not gonna try and say words right now because I don't know. I'm gonna get absolutely rolled. I'm going to the wrong places. What in the world? Okay, that one. In this grief. Okay. So the new warning. Get a different guy. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Gotta be someone who's not near a storm. Same one. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. Give me one. Okay. We have a replacement. And I flip these around. It's making me do crazy stuff out here. Okay. So new tornado warning is for parts of Kendrick, Farmington, Crossroads, Doski, Glen, Strickland, Indian Springs, High Point, Pine Flat. Pine Flat was the word. Pine Flat, not Pine Flat. I don't even know what a Pine Flat is. Anyways, 11 thunderstorm warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, and 1 tornado warning. Um, radar indicated rotation. I'm guessing that rotation they're talking about is the little bit that we have. It doesn't look too impressive on radar. Not too impressive. Let me actually see if this is for reflective rate, reflective velocity. Ugh, that's what ACTs and work does to you. You end up not being able to say words. I want to see why, if like the storm has settled down again. It's broad, but I think this could be our next tornado warning in the next few minutes. Still very broad. New scan should be coming in for the storm as well. Oh man. Ooh. Velocities do not look impressive anymore. Not nearly as impressive. We'll go back to our tornado warning and see if this will recycle a little better. Let's try this. And this is a far radar from the storm. Is there a closer one? It would be this one, but it's down. Crazy. Yeah, velocities are still showing some rotation in the storm. Let's check CCs. No CC drop. I think the main thing that we gotta do to end up drawing people in here is just stream more. I don't think people are really coming into the streams from videos. So I think the main thing is stop focusing on entirely just videos, but also get the observed. Wait, hold up. I'm not hearing anything. Hearing these alerts. Okay. Anyways, we have an observed tornado warning now. So we are now in a observed situation of tornado warning. I'm gonna make a new thing that does say whether we have a observed or not tornado on the ground. All that. I just need to get to work on it. I'll probably get working on it either after we finish streaming today, or either just sometime. I want to see where did they get this confirmed? Oh, public confirmed tornado. So no CC drop though. Did you hear that warning, by the way? Did you hear an alarm? I didn't hear anything. So we have a observed tornado on the ground. This is confirmed by public resources. Either just someone has a video of it, or just they saw it and reported it. So it's not even medical, like people around who confirmed it, but just in general, it was taken as a it's on the ground. Probably isn't gonna work. It's just too far to really get a good looking at it. But if you are in the storm, I would still take precautions. Um, do not wait. This is still a dangerous situation. Um, even though it doesn't look impressive on radar. It's probably still broad rotation, and I don't have a CC drop. I don't have a CC. I don't know, man. Let's do velocities and see if we have a CC drop, or even a C rotation that was dangerous. I don't know, man. I think the reason why they probably just put it as that, and it expires in 4 minutes, anyways. But it does seem like rotation is back in the new scan. 3. Hold up. Tornado warning is back. Let me check something. I don't know what's going on here. Why can I not hear this? Where? That's weird. Um, Mark, can you tell me if you heard that? If you're hearing warnings or not? Can you tell me? Why can uh, 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 uh. Just redo it all. See if that works. Highlights on. It's okay. Let me fix all these. All right. Let's just check back in. Make sure. Moving away from the radar too. Well, this could be a CC drop. I doubt it though. Yeah, especially where they just downgraded it to. They pushed the warning. I think that's a hail core. Yeah, that's hail core. That's what that is. So we're down to 2 and 9 now. That is not 9, 0. They still have it as observed. So that brings us back to 4. Oh, they just queried a new tornado warning. Same storm. So same storm that is merging right now has 2 tornado warnings in it now. So that is going to change some things. Hold up, guys. Let me just reset this. I'm not hearing updates, so I'm not sure why. Gotta repick cams. And the y'all house. Y'all house. We'll do this one. That's where the tornado warning is heading. And then we'll probably get one that's closer over here. We'll get it. We'll put this one. Okay. There we go. I think I'm the leopard. Reason um, why I'm not streaming and stuff that much. Just because when there's like a big day like this, there's just too many big streamers who do weather, who take away all the viewers who I could have got. Because people stick to those streamers more, have more of a commitment with them. So, get iron back. What's purple? Yeah, we're gonna stick with these storms right now. DC's velocities. Let's do storm reflective. There's our 2 rotations right there. While these are going, I'm gonna go grab something real quick. In 1 moment. At least our internet's not lagging today. What's that? 4 and 10. Hard, man. It's hard being a small meteorologist streamer. Kind of seeing like the same, having to go through almost the same like routine every single time. Just trying to work our way up, you know. Once we get I think once we get around 500 to 1,000 subscribers, we'll get a better uh, weather fan base here. Until then, we're just gonna keep going. Just gonna have to grind it out. I think both the reflective died at the same time. Both the velocities just died at the same time. Still a little bit there. No, this one's still rotating pretty good. That one's still rotating pretty good. But the northern one will probably be allowed to expire, as I don't see as much rotation anymore. Take it back. Broad rotation. And down here. Yeah, still getting some rotation in these storms. On the observed tornado. Still looks pretty broad. I still don't think this is on the ground. I don't think it is. It could be. Just being so far away, it could be, but I don't really see it. This happen. Anyways, but once we, yeah, I agree, Mark. We just gotta get there. Like Purple, he has a YouTube channel. I helped him grow it a little bit. I was his editor for a long time. So we are closely working our way together. Oh, this storm looks a little more concerning now. This even, yeah, it does have a tornado possible tag on it. Broad rotation still. To the south. I wouldn't even worry about that. That's just radar contamination. Then, yeah, we'll wait for the scan actually. We'll stay here for the scan. Also, Mark, do you know anybody who has good reflectivity and velocity colors that will work for radar omega? You have anybody who does custom ones? I know like a lot of people have like custom ones so that you don't get all this random stuff. It kind of looks better. Mm, yeah, that kind of fell away very quickly. So we're not gonna stay on that storm. Just went over the Madison area. Had a little bit of some windstorms and a little small hailstorm. Lewisburg has a tornado possible tag on it. Does not look very impressive as well. Probably some broad rotation in the back part of the storm. And then we'll go back and see what we're seeing over here. Okay, so this one to the north is growing still. The one for the south, very strong rotation actually. I think the one near Lumber probably has the best chance of forming a tornado right now, right next to Waldo. So, where's Waldo? We have found it. We found Waldo. I didn't think we would find Waldo, but we found Waldo. He indeed is not red and white. He is just gray. But yeah, this storm though, either way, has a bunch of inflow. So definitely not crazy. Yeah, I'm just saying because let's look at this. Let me show you. But for like the radar settings, you could have. I use the default right now, but we have all these, and I want to make my own. I don't want to use the defaults, but you can upload your own. So I want to do that at some point, so I can move forward and not to worry about having to hopefully worry about that. Allison House. Wonder what that is. Let's see. I'm actually very interested. Oh, wait a minute. So it's like a type of. It's just another type of radar, I guess. I'm guessing. That's interesting. Let's see. I'm guessing it's just for like radar data. Okay. Oof. Aye. Well, I'm not sure about that. It's $14 a month. I'm guessing that's what they used to. That's what the big people use to figure out where exactly everything is. Why is everything not loading? Northern storm has been canceled. Northern tornado warning has been canceled. Rotation would be over Waldo right now. Waldo has a rotating storm over it as of right now. Inflow still coming in. Yeah, the north storm is not nearly as concerning. Some rotation. Let's check it from the. Yeah, it's has a small rotation. Small rotation still found over it. Head back to our once what was public observed tornado warning. Um, Still seems to be some broad rotation inside of it. Actually, we just got new scanning, so still broad. Probably not gonna do much. Probably gonna stay as a hail storm. One extra hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Then we have the one in Brentwood, which seems to be actually falling away. That was the one that did have the hook on it earlier that we were looking at. Then we have one we haven't looked at that is near Bride Arnold. Seems to be very broad. Storm could be trying to rotate around Pettus and Cobbs and Hampton. And it's going over Beavis Corner. That is Louisiana for you. Actually, that's Arkansas. That is Arkansas for you. Having some of the weirdest names I've ever said in my life. Mm, yeah. Storm Protection Center has just released their 3 through 8 fire outlooks. Um, all those are just no areas. Whoa, activity very strong. This could be a soon producing storm that has gone over Waldo. Very strong inflow. You can see that up here, but the rotation is south of that inflow. Doesn't seem like anybody. I might have found someone. See how this looks. We're gonna we're gonna be in this together. Here we go. Mark, we're gonna figure out if this looks good. For, okay. See if I can find it. Call it again. Yeah, this looks. Oh, I have to set it. That? Oh, yeah. I guess so. I mean, it's alright. That's the best I've seen. We'll use it for today. We'll use it for today. We'll see. Try to see which reflectivity I like. Sorry, if this is not that interesting right now, Mark. I'm trying to figure out which one looks nice. I like that one. Okay, this is a new one. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute, that's just. Is this not what max velocity uses? What? That's Daisy. Well, that was accidental. All right. We need one for correlation coefficient. They're all about the same. We'll just use this. So I've actually never done this before. This is actually really cool that you can do this. Actually, correlation coefficient one. But it's really cool that you can do this. Probably one of the better reasons to have something like this. I'm actually gonna change my reflectivity. I don't. Okay. But yeah, so I think this is one of the better reasons why I like um just radar omega. So this is probably one of the better reasons and cooler reasons why one of the more um, prompted reasons why this is probably the biggest weather site used. If we don't get anything soon, have to end. Or if we just don't get people in who are new, it'll stink. Get started. But you know, that's what we get as a small streamer. Sometimes life is like that. Doesn't bother me. New scan. Ripley is looking a little more concerning now too. Let's see. I don't like that it's blue. Yeah, I think for reflect velocity we're maybe. But yeah. So Ripley getting some broad rotation right now. Southern Storm, broad rotation as well. Really, everywhere is just broad rotation right now. We are not going to meet our side goal for the day. Sad. All right, we're gonna be done. We're gonna continue on tomorrow. Hopefully we get more people. I doubt it because it's gonna be moderate risk, which means that a lot of big people are gonna be streaming. So things sometimes, things. but we'll move on, continue on, and we are going to, yeah, just brow rotation, but we'll probably be done. Good little refresher to get back into, just getting back into streaming a little bit more. But besides that, it doesn't look like we're gonna get more people in here. It's been very slow. But thank you for everyone who has been here. If you're here right now, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Stay safe for these next few days, as we have some more risk going on. And hopefully, I will be live tomorrow. Hopefully, we get more people tomorrow as well. Besides that,